Hi, my name's Charlie. I'm going to be a rising junior next year at Sarah in San Mateo. And for my project, I built the TV Begon. And what it does is it can turn off any TV, almost any TV. And just for a little background, most TV remotes, the way they work is they use infrared, like usually in the form of LEDs, light emitting diodes. And so they pulse at different rates depending on the TV and the manufacturer. So like Sony would have a different remote, obviously, than like a Logitech or something, and they have different pulses of LED infrared that's emitted. And if the TV picks up that pulse the way it's manufactured, then it will do whatever the remote's telling it to do. And for my project, all I really did was it was just the code to turn off a TV, and it's cool because it's any TV, and I'll explain why it works like that later. But it's powered off a total of 3 volts from 2 AA batteries. And like there's a button that runs the power and then runs the code from the IC chip. And some important components are these 2 resistors that restrict the flow of current. And then there's these 2 capacitors. There's a small capacitor that decouples the power supply from the integrated circuit. And then there's also a larger capacitor, which it almost acts like a big resistor, and it's just kind of has one end that goes to ground and another end that continues on to the LEDs. And another really important part to this is the resonator. And what the resonator does is allows for the integrated circuit to keep a precise time. And like another way to think about it is like it's emitting 8 megahertz, and so that's its frequency or clock speed. And then what it does is it allows for a precise wavelength, but at different pulses, to be emitted through these infrared LEDs. And once the code's running, it has to run through all different types of TVs, and it then goes through the current then goes through these transistors, which act as gates, and if the current's too high, it won't be able to go through. But if it's under a certain amount, then it will go through and it will hit on the infrared LEDs. And what I did come to find when testing it is that Apple actually, you can't pick up the infrared LEDs, and obviously you couldn't just see it to the naked eye, but if I click the button, you'll be able to see it on the camera. And yeah, it's a pretty cool project, and yeah, that's my TV Begon.